right, on the bench, Cobra 29 Night Watch. This one has the RFX 95 HD on it. And so we have a bad hum during modulation. Just a couple things about the humming during modulation. I don't think you fully can eliminate certain hums with these particular amplifiers. Sometimes you can get rid of them, sometimes you can't. It's a very difficult thing to trace down the source of. Because you got to remember, these units are going to amplify everything. So if the radio is, I guess you could say, if it's like a splatter box, you have these spurious emissions, just developing during key up, it's going to amplify everything. And it might, that might be the issue. I haven't opened this up yet, so I don't know, maybe it has spread coils, I don't know, maybe the trap circuit is, not doing its thing. Could be maybe a bad ground, it could be a bunch of things. Like I said, I haven't opened this up yet. But what I'll do is, I got my monitor radio off to the side here, and try to see if we can duplicate the humming sound that he's talking about. So yeah, let me, so this does have echo, this does have talk back on the PA-CB switch, so
Audio, audio, audio.
audio, audio, audio. We do have modulation, so it's dead keying just under 10 watts, so you're looking at the 300 watt scale. Audio, audio. Yeah, just under 100 watts, 95 or so. So that is working, but now what we can try to do too is we can put this on the spectrum analyzer and see what's going on with that. Yeah, let me get this monitor radio. Audio, audio, audio. Let me get this up a little higher. I'm thinking it's that hum he's talking about. Audio, 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 audio. Audio, audio, audio. Audio. Yeah, that low hum. Well, let's try our best. Unfortunately, these amplifiers are not known for, being super clean. But again, if the radio is, not aligned properly, if you have like spread coils and, that trap circuit is, way out, the amplifier is just going to amplify all that other hash and noise as well. And that might be where the hum's coming from. Again, it could also be, possibly maybe a bad ground, maybe the power supply is not enough for the radio. It could be a bunch of different things, but let me get this open up and see what's going on. See what's going on inside. Stand by. All right, it's opened up, and what a mess we have here. This is definitely not the way to install one of these amplifiers on any radio. Yeah, so when I first opened up the case, I was like, well, where's the wiring? So normally what you do is you drill. You can either drill a couple of holes, one through there, pop the wires out, and you make your connections on the component side of the radio. That's how I like to do it. That's how it's usually done. I think what happened here was maybe some laziness, or maybe whoever installed this didn't have access to the right tools. So rather than drill 2 holes, or what I do is I just drill 1 hole right through the center here, and it works out fine. But whoever chose to go down this route, it's a big no-no, the way it's wired. So this is the foil side of this radio. So they chose to use chassis ground. I wouldn't have grounded this to the board. I would have grounded this to the actual negative side on the power right here. But I'm guessing they probably had issues with this, and then they decided, whoever, to run a ground to the top of the transformer here, which this is, technically board ground, chassis ground. But as you can see, it was just a crappy solder, and it came undone. This is ready to break off. I don't know why they chose to do this way. It's just easier to run the ground right to the negative side, and you could have avoided doing this mess. Yeah, that's doing it this way is a no-no. Definitely a no-no. So now we get to let's go back to the foil side here. Talk back, this is a mess. This is a complete mess. I don't know, I run mine from whatever switch, but I run mine this way, and then along the side here, I think you guys have seen me do a talkback switch before, and then run it this way with wire in its own sheathing. I just don't like this bouncing around, especially if you're going to use this in a mobile, as a mobile unit. This is definitely, does it work? Yes. Is it professional? No, absolutely not. But also the wires are squeezed through the little notches on the side of on the back side of the radio. They took advantage of having these notches and ran them. I mean, you run the risk of pinching these wires. There's, I don't know. And then you run the coax through the hole here, and then connect it on the top side, the component side of the board. I'm just, I don't understand why this was done this way. I really don't. And, the 8-volt source, that's fine. I mean, you can get it through, you transmit, you can get that from several different places. I don't know. This is not how I would do this. This is just asking for trouble. I definitely switch out this ground. And in fact, I just completely desolder all this mess and just do things the right way if it were me. We'll see what the owner wants to do. Yeah, I'm assuming that they were probably getting some sort of maybe interference or whatever, and they decided to run the ground from this transformer ground strap right over to the negative side on the power jack. Echo, great job. Whoever did this, they put it on the right side. That's where I would have put it, away from, the harness here. Zip tied it properly. I think the person that did this echo board probably isn't the same person that did this amp install. I can tell you that. You can see the difference, even, heat shrink tubing, everything was done proper when it came to this echo board. So whoever did that, great job. Don't have to mess around with that. I mean, this is just hanging here. This, nothing is zip tied. The wire was extended twice, once here, and then, once there. I don't know. I mean, I know why it was extended. I mean, you have to because, because this end here, there's no way of, recreating that end. So I understand why it was spliced twice. But if you just ran it, through the back side, drilled your holes or a hole right through the back side, there would have been plenty of room for this to reach over to the plus. And then your negative would have been more than enough wire length to go right to that instead of doing this mess here. In fact, it's ready to break. So, and then if you are going to solder onto this, at least, make sure that you're getting a good connection. Clean that up properly, put some I don't know, some flux maybe, I don't know, do something better than that. I mean, you can't just expect solder to stick onto that. This is an issue, an ongoing issue with a lot of the work I see. And believe me, I'm not trying to say that I'm perfect and, I'm the king of all techs. There's people out there that know 10 times more than I do. But my work is clean and neat and done proper. But unfortunately, this needs to be redone. Like I said, that hum could be a ground issue, like I had said in the previous clips. Also, I noticed some of these adjustments are maxed out. Like the modulation is maxed out, so I don't know about some of these, like the trap circuit, but this also has a MOSFET upgrade done to it, which is fine. I mean, it's there, just leave it alone. It has what is that, an IRF 520N, so that's a MOSFET, no doubt. So it's been adapted to accept the MOSFET. I'm not a fan of them. I would have rather seen like an HG 1969 final go in there rather than a MOSFET upgrade. But again, upgrade. But that's just me. I would have just put a 1969 bipolar in there and called it a day. They work way better than these MOSFETs and less susceptible to blowing up if you have, a bad antenna. Because a lot of these guys, they don't run, SWR, meters, and you can't really rely on that. And, a couple of bad key ups with a bad antenna and forget it. These MOSFETs blow up. That's what I saw at first glance. But let's see what, I got the spectrum analyzer warmed up here. Let's see how good or how bad it looks. So I get this set up for 50 megahertz per division. So what that means is each square is 50 megahertz. I think this way we can actually get a better idea for the harmonics. So all the 27 megahertz harmonics. So let's go back. I had this at 54, but let's go back to 27. Oh, too far. Well, what's good is you don't have to be super accurate because we know all the harmonics. So let me put this power on. Radio's on. Okay, let me key up here. And so those are all the harmonics. So listen, guys, again, I'm not a lab tech. I use this to check out harmonics, and this is pretty bad. So so that main one there, that's from the actual spectrum analyzer. There's nothing you can do about that. That's the front end, as I'm told. There's your 27, there's your 54, and then all the other subsequent harmonics. So your 81, your 108, and your 135. So again, this is putting out some pretty bad harmonics. It's not super bad, but I think you could probably get that 54. So this is your, try to key up here and try to do this. So there's the fundamental frequency, your 27 point whatever, and then there's your 54. We can try to get that a little bit lower than what that is, and then hopefully, you know, that won't be amplified through the RFX unit, because as of right now, I think between that crappy ground back here, grounding it to the actual chassis and not, you know, the power jack ground, you know, I think between that and all those harmonics, I think that you know, we can get this this hum down. I think we can get a nice cleaner signal. Again, these things are not known for their you know, clean signals, but I think we can do a little bit better than that and try to get that hum down. But again, I don't know what the owner is going to want to do. You know, I don't know if he wants to rewire this. I don't know if he wants to do it the right way. But I'll reach out to him. But this is definitely not the way to, you know, to wire this RFX amplifier. Yeah, anyway. So I'll probably go see what he wants to do. And, I mean, hopefully he'd want to fix this proper. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Yeah, unfortunately, stuff like this comes through my bench, and I just get disgusted with some people's work. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, you know, comment. You know, if you really like what I'm doing, let me know. If you guys have any suggestions on, you know, how to improve on these videos, let me know. Click on the bell, that way you never miss an update. I'm sure I'll probably be doing a part 2 with this radio. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. So this is the radio that I've been working on for a possible giveaway. Just waiting on some stuff like a meter and some miscellaneous stuff. But this is the one I put the RFX 95 in myself. So this is how normally I like to do it. Now, mind you guys, that none of this stuff is zip tied and, you know, what do you call it? I guess, you know, neatened up. But this is how normally I do mine. So I install this proper. You can see that I drill my own holes, because those two bottom holes there, if you look here, they kind of don't line up. And now that I'm looking at it, this thing looks like it's been kind of bent, but whatever. But this is how I like to do mine. So I put anti-chafing tape around the whole harness, stuff all the wires through the hole. And you can see that, you know, there's power and there's ground right to there. The only thing that I extend is the ground for the actual coax, and I just ground it right to there. But you can see I heat shrink tube everything that I do. But yeah, that's the only thing I extend, just to achieve a better ground. And yeah, there's no hum on this unit. So anyway, this is just way simpler install, you know, than this. It's just overly complicated. I don't understand why. But I just wanted to kind of tack this on the end here. This is how I do it. Again, like I said before, a lot of guys will do 2 holes, you know, and then run the wires this way through the back, and that's fine too, you know, however you want to do it. But running it through the bottom side, you know, that's a no-no. And you can kind of tell here, you know, this is just barely grabbing on, you know, by like a thread. Because this, you run the risk of, if this thing moves, if this thing gets loose, you run the risk of pinching these wires really bad. Anyway, guys, all right, I'm done.